McLaughlin, student athletes Jordan Obi, Stina Almquist, and Matea Gale. We'll begin with an opening statement from Coach, followed by questions for the student athletes first, and then questions for Coach. Coach?
First, incredibly proud of these ladies here. They competed at such a high level. They progressed all year, and I think you saw the culmination of progress and commitment and dedication and little things that add up to big things. And they grew so much. That's where I'm at right now. I just think each one of these three and the rest of the group put themselves in a position to beat a really good team. And it's all you ever ask for is to compete at the highest level and execute at the right time. And I thought our execution was awesome, and I couldn't ask for any more out of them. And I just feel for them right now. There was a couple things down there at the end that we can debate, but right now I'm just proud of this group. Just with Jordan being a senior and as my love for her and how she grew as a person and what she does on the basketball court. It's difficult for her to take that uniform off for the last time here in this environment, but man, I am super proud of this group.
Questions for the student athletes first. Please wait for the microphone and state your name and affiliation right here on the left.
Hey all, Jen Hatfield with the Next. I'm going to start with Matea. Jordan, if you want to chime in after, that would be great. But just want to ask Matea about your individual performance. It's not often that a freshman against Princeton, and the third time they've seen you, produces a really efficient 20 points. So just curious, what was working well for you out there? How are you able to, be pretty efficient and come through for your team in that way?
Well, the first time I played them, I don't feel like I've played them at my best yet, or like what I consider to be a better part of my game. The first time I played them, I got injured pretty early in the game, and then the second time I was just it wasn't my best. So I feel like coming in today, I just wanted to I had something to prove to them and to myself, and I have been talking with Coach, and I just had some personal things that I wanted to work out and get the right mindset for this game. And so I felt like I was really locked in today coming into the game, and I really wanted to compete as hard as I could and try and win this game for our seniors.
Yeah, and I don't think it's a surprise. She's been doing it all season, and she's been working hard all season, and she knew how big this game was. So, yeah, I'm just really proud of what Matea did today.
Question up front.
Yeah, Glenn Papazian at PhillyCollegeSports.com, and for Matea and Stina, Coach had mentioned the effort you put forth in this game, and the team looked like they did put a very determined effort out there. Do you see that as something that, as a building block, that's going to help you as the future goes on?
Yeah, of course. So I think our play has been coming together at the end of the season, and when you really think about it, we lost a lot of people that played a lot last year. So I think in the beginning of the season we struggled a little bit because it's all new people, and we have a great group next year. So I'm super excited, but I think there's really something to build on there.
And I think if anything, this this is a game both teams fought really hard, but this loss hurts, so it's one you won't forget. So I think that's something that's going to stick with us going into next season. And yeah, just really excited to get a chance to play everyone again and get more wins.
Question in the middle here.
Marcelo Cari from Star Illustrated. This is called for Jordan and players. There were two crucial calls there in the referee, the triple and also the Alabama call. You think that would have made that different if the call would have gone the other way? It was very last week.
Let me jump in there a little bit if I can, Jordan. I don't want to speak for you, but let's just talk about the game for now. I'll address it when they leave if that's necessary. But right now, let's celebrate these guys as basketball players that competed really, really hard. And so please they have a lot to say, a lot of good stuff, and I'd rather stay there.
Hi, Vivian with the Daily Penn. I just had a quick question for for all three of you. You guys last week in the fourth quarter fell behind pretty far in the fourth quarter. So this time when they started pulling ahead a little, I feel like you guys stayed like much more competitive. Was there any changes, anything that was going on with the conversations on and off the court that helped you guys like stay more in the game this time?
I think we were all wanting to obviously improve from last week, and we've been working really hard in practice, like on closing the gap and like implementing little things that will just help us get closer to them. And I feel like we executed like to the most of our ability. I feel like everyone had good effort. Everyone was hustling for loose balls, and I thought our execution was a lot better, and I think that's what allowed us to keep our gap closer.
One more for Jordan would be, as like this being probably your last game for like Penn, any major takeaways from your experience at today and this past season?
I love my teammates. That's my major takeaway. I love my teammates.
And we love Jordan.
We do.
Any other questions? Ladies, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Questions for Coach right here in the second row.
Jonathan Tannenbaum of the Philadelphia Inquirer. Mike, when we talked a couple days ago, you said you were waiting for Matea to have the one big, consistent, do-it-all game. What does it mean that this was the game that it came together in?
Yeah, she was great, wasn't she? She made some huge shots. I think she embraced the environment. I think she grew. She's becoming a better leader as minutes and time goes on. She really, truly appreciates the three seniors of all the time and effort to help her mature on and off the floor. And she just wanted to, I think she said it perfectly, she just wanted to go out and fight for herself. But she was really special today, and some of the shot making that she's capable of doing, I'm excited for what the future lies for her and us as well.
Question in the front here.
Mike, there were a lot of turnovers both ways in this one. Turnovers always hurt. But do you think the timing of some of those, especially as you were trying to make you run back into the game, is that what hurt?
Yeah, I thought that sometimes we got a little bit of quick. You know, we were kind of caught a few times between trying to score quick and trying to set up, and I think there were a few we turned the ball over. You play hard, you play fast, you do things like that. You are going to turn the ball over, but looking at the number, that's a high number. But you put out that effort, you get in on the floor. A couple of them were steals into falling on the ground as a walk. So I'll live with that every day of the week. I think they competed hard and they did the right thing.
Question on the left here.
Steve Silverman, Ivy Hoops Online. Coach, if you could answer the same question that was asked of the players about building on this. I know it's a tough loss, but you were really competitive all game long. Yeah. Led for a good chunk of the game. So even though it's the end of the season, do you feel like this is, creating some momentum for next year?
Yeah, you make these steps, every program does, and then you lose key pieces, and then you're hoping to fill them in with new players. But I do think the basis of Stina's grew immensely. Matea's grew immensely. They're only going to help us going forward. But again, like this group is much better than we were weeks and months ago in the beginning of the year. So as a coach, as a program, you just want to see your kids continue to go forward, and I think we did that.
Right here.
Coach, just wanted to ask you about the rebounding. It seemed like Chet Norkie got kind of loose early, and then you guys contained her, but Ellie went off, and she set the Princeton all-time rebounding record. Not sure if you were aware of that, but she set that tonight.
Well, congratulations to her. But overall, I think that was the difference. You give a team like that the possession too many times. And, we were playing soft away from one of their post players, and they were getting sometimes a running start to the glass, and we didn't really put a body on them. I didn't think our guards, got in the rebound position enough, and they both can really rebound at a high level, and I think you saw that. But that's a lot of offensive rebounds. We knew they were going to do it. I was hoping we can keep them to 12, 13, and we maybe can get 6, 7, or 8. There's a big disparity there, and that's a lot of possessions.
Any other questions for Coach?
I will. I'm sorry.
Last one right here on the left.
Jeff Barron from Ivy Hoops Online. If we ask you about the officiating, would you answer?
What I will say is I thought it was a great college basketball game. Two teams really competed at a high level. I will say that, and I congratulate Princeton because I just thought it was a great college basketball game. With that said, I'm a pretty transparent person. That was a block at the end, and that was a block. I actually watched the video 4 times over there to make sure I come out here, and I'm a professional, but I also have to fight for my players. That's a block, and I think anyone that saw it and will watch the video again would say the same thing. That's as far as I'll go right now. I was proud of my players. They competed. And I'll leave it at that for now.
Coach, thank you.
Thanks.